Hi guys, this is Nova Engineer. This video is about introduction to the function of NovaLCT. First one, download and install of debugging software. Log in to the official website through your browser. Go to the download center and on the software programs, you can find software NovaLCT. Please download the latest version of software. Then we could start installing it. If NovaLCT has been installed on the current computer, regardless of the old or new version, reinstalling it will overwrite the previously installed version. When installation is completed, it's necessary to install the USB port driver. After the software installation is completed, it will automatically to install the port driver. We only need to click Next. After installation is completed, there will be a NovaLCT software shortcut on the desktop, and there are two icons in the taskbar as shown in the figure. These icons are related service programs of the debugging software, as we can see on picture here. Okay, number two, hardware connection of the control system. Normally, we need a computer to run NovaLCT and use USB cable or CAT cable connected this PC to the controller. And then we could also connected the HDMI or DVI on the controller to the PC. On the top line, we could find some ports on the controller. This port is used to connect with your LED screen. Okay, after resetting all the control system, let's move into the number 3 function, user login. On the top options, user, click it. There are 3 options for you to choose. The first one, advanced synchronous system user login. It is used for the debugging of the control system, including some controllers like H series, control series, VX series. The default login password are admin or 666. Demonstration login. It can be used for offline mode if you do not connected your controllers, but you need to do some test on your RC objects files or your screen mappings. You could use the demonstration mode. The login password is admin or 888. Last one, media player login. This is meaning to used on your TB series or TU series. The default login username is admin and the password is capitalized SN 2008 and plus. After we log in with the advanced mode, click Display Screen Configuration on the software interface and select the actual corresponding communication port to enter the Display Screen Configuration interface. On the left of top part, there are 3 buttons here, sending card, receiving card, and the screen connection. Now we select the receiving card tab first. Click Load from PC button to import a configuration file of your currently screen. Click the Send to Receiving Card button and select or Send to all receiving card here. After the sending is completed, the screen will display normally based on the receiving card. Last step, click the Save button to save the configuration to the hardware. It will not be lost after power off or reboot. Then, on the 3 options here, screen connection will be selected. We need to configure our screen. Click on the Screen Connection tab to configure screen connection. Set the number of display screens according to the on-site situation. Fill in the corresponding receiving card rows and columns according to the structure of the display screen. Turn on the mapping button. Observe the display screen and determine the wiring structure of the receiving cards on the display screen. Select the corresponding sending card and its network port according to the mapping display, and fill in the size of the receiving card, which means cabinet resolution for the wiring connection. After the connection is completed, send it to the hardware. After the screen shows normally, turn off the mapping and click the Save button to complete the display screen configuration. After all that so far here, we move into the next step. Let's do something more funny on your LED screen. For example, let's do something adjustment on your brightness. It is used for adjusting the parameters related to the brightness of the LED display screen. Brightness value adjustment means manually pull the brightness value progress bar or directly fill in the brightness value. Normally, we could fill the 0 to 255. Gamma value adjustment is to adjust by manually dragging the progress bar. Generally, it is adjusted to 2.8. Color temperature adjustment is adjusted by manually dragging the progress bar. Normally is 1700 to 9500 values. Generally, we set it to the 6500. Color gamut adjustment. The system has two built-in standard color gamuts, actually, or more when you use now. For example, the REC 2020, REC 709, or DCI P3. But this color gamut can be also be adjusted manually, and we recommend it to use a color meter. The overall brightness. Let's move into another steps about your calibration. It is used to cite the relevant parameters of the calibration coefficient, and in addition, perform online calibration within this function page. Here we can see calibration switch. We have three modes, and so far we have four calibration modes: brightness, chromaticity, full grayscale calibration, and the low grayscale calibration can be turned on and off. Online calibration. The online calibration server, in conjunction with the corresponding calibration system, can perform two chromaticity calibration point by point. Offline calibration. The calibration coefficient can be manually adjusted, which is mostly used for multi-batch adjustment. Manage coefficient. Relevant management and the configuration of the calibration coefficient can be carried out, including functions such as coefficient uploading, coefficient saving, and coefficient erasing. Double calibration coefficients used for the management of coefficients in the factory area. After we adjust the calibration, let's move another steps. We call it screen control. So what is screen control? Some of guys may ask, when I configure my screen, we normally need a HDMI or video input source to display something. But if I do not have video source, what could I do? Okay, here I introduce this function to you, screen control. It is an instruction tool that comes with a control system. Without connecting to a video source, multiple test screens can be displayed on the screen by sending instructions. On this page, you can see here, there are some options for you to select it. Red, green, blue, white, horizontal lines, vertical lines, slash, and 256 grayscales aging, etc. In addition, through screen control, the LED display screen can be made black, locked on the previous frame, or displayed normally. What's more, screen control is usually used for color testing, factory aging, and troubleshooting of LED screens. Okay, next topic is about monitoring. The LCT software has a built-in control system monitoring function, which is used to view monitoring information and configure monitoring parameters. It monitors the status of the sending card, the status of the receiving card, the temperature of the receiving card, the status of the monitoring device, humidity, smoke, fans, power supplies, flat cables, cabinet doors, module status, and eye care status of the control system, enabling users to be informed of abnormal situations in a timely manner and handle them. This is a monitoring page we could see. Click Monitor Refresh to manually refresh the monitoring information. The icons on the left side can be used to view the status of the sending card, the status of the receiving card, the temperature of the receiving card, the status of the monitoring device, smoke fans, power, blah blah blah, anything we have mentioned before. The commonly used functions include sending card status monitoring, receiving card status monitoring, and receiving card temperature monitoring. All products in the series support these three types of monitoring. Other monitoring items such as cabinet door detection, smoke, and humidity require the support and the cooperation of the monitoring card. So next topic is some customers they have some outdoor project, so they maybe ask some automatically adjust the brightness or automatically reboot the devices. Okay, so here we need a multiple function card can help you to achieve this. The LCT multifunction card options is used to configure the multifunction card and perform power management, view monitoring data, set up and load programs and manage audio. It needs to be used together with a multifunction card. Our production here is FN300 Nemesis. Please note that. Now this is a control system about a multifunction card, how it connected to the control system. It can be connected in series with a receiving card or directly connected in a port to the receiving sending card. In addition, the multifunction card can also be directly connected using a server port. After the multifunction card is connected to the system hardware, the multifunction card needs to be added on the software interface. Look at here. After the addition is completed, management operations can be performed on the multifunction card. Now we have power control. The 8-way relay switch on the multi-function card can be controlled through the software, and three control modes are supported: manual control, automatic control, by time period, and software control by schedule. Monitoring data. The monitoring data of the on-board sensors of the multi-function card can be viewed, including three parameters: temperature, humidity, and voltage. In addition, if a monitoring card is connected, the monitoring data of the monitoring card can also be seen. Peripheral settings. Add peripheral connected to the multi-function card, including the light, purple, and the 3D external transmitter. Okay, last step, firmware program upgrade. In order to adapt the different chips on the light board or some new function requirements. In some cases, different customized firmware programs need to be flashed onto the receiving card. The program upgrade function is hid in the main program page of LCT. When a program upgrade is required, you can blindly type the password admin on the main page under the synchronous advanced login mode to enter the program upgrade interface. Now here we have three steps for you to choose. First one, select the device. And the second one, browse the firmware we want to upgrade. And the number three, select the firmware package. And number four, confirm. Number five, click update. Okay, so far, there's 10 main steps of the basic function of NovaLCT. Thanks for your time to listen to this video. Thanks.